Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. As usual, you already know what we like to get into on this channel. Just be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you are new. This is going to be a good one, so stay tuned. Let's get right into it.
What do you think a black hole is?
It doesn't exist. There aren't black holes. There's no spot where where energy goes in and never comes back out. There's no place in the universe where the information paradox occurs, where there isn't a balance. Something gets contracted and never comes out. That's not how the universe behaves. It comes in and it goes out. When Newton said that gravity pulls down, if he had with that apple, yes, the apple was attracted to like conditions on the earth. It was attracted to like conditions. If he had spent another week or 2 weeks watching that apple, he would have watched the gases go right back up to where they were equalized. Everything, if it comes this way, it has to go this way. You breathe in, you breathe out. It's filling in or pouring out.
So what do you think they're detecting when they're detecting black holes?
With that shift that they're talking about, that's the tornado. Remember, there's a vortice. There's all these huge vortices. Everything is spinning around a vortice. So a collection of larger vortices is going to have the same thing that's happening at the center of the galaxy is happening in the center of a hurricane. It's happening in your toilet stool.
Which is why the galaxy is a circular disk in the first place.
Everything, all motion is expressed in waves. All waves are expressed in curves.
What do you think a black hole is?
It doesn't.
It's like everything is connected in some kind of way, right? That's how I look at it.
President Donald Trump has officially joined TikTok, making his account just 20 minutes ago, and here's his first TikTok.
Wait a minute. So this is first TikTok. Do that mean he about to save TikTok from getting banned?
President Trump made this official announcement at the UFC event with Dana White, where they both introduced his new TikTok account. And again, this video was only posted about 30 minutes ago and is already going viral. This was his account when I first loaded it. It was only at 4,800 followers with 33,000 views. Again, in 17 minutes was when that video was posted. And just refreshing it once, it was already going up by thousands of views, and he was already going up by thousands of followers. This is after Joe Biden and his campaign started their TikTok account a few months ago, but now Joe Biden is trying to take TikTok down. So Donald Trump, who is fighting for TikTok and says he will save it if he becomes president in November, has now officially joined TikTok, and his handle is Real Donald Trump. If you are a Trump fan and supporter and you want to go follow him.
Hey,
President Donald
I'm
Trump
with
has
it. If Trump trying to save TikTok, I'm for it. Even though we know he's a puppet and the rest of them is puppets too, but hey, vote Donald Trump. I'm not voting though.
Always remember this. You may be a big celebrity. You may be a huge name in the entertainment world. You may be one of the biggest sports stars in the world, but you know why? That doesn't mean you're moral, doesn't mean you're smart, doesn't mean you're a good person. All that means is that you are a slave to this. You're a slave to vanity. You're a slave to the dictatorship to keep you on top of that mountain. That is evil, it is dark, it's creepy, it's soulless. Soulless. Always remember this. You may be a big...
Someone in the comments said, never trust an actor because they might be acting. Dang, that was a good one. That was a good one, I'm not gonna lie. That's real though. Just because you're a football player, basketball player, doesn't make you a good person or a smart person. He's right. Dang, that's real.
Sweet Green, the best vegan restaurant. Dinner slutty vegan, I might eat that for breakfast and lunch. Bar vegan hit too, yeah, they got some great food. Gotta hit up to Celi's, them raps do what they need to do. If you want some top tier vegan, go to Planta. This one in Chicago and this one up in Atlanta. Bad gal vegan, it's a shit Jamaican food, man. Or you can hit up farmers markets, and yes, they take food stamps. You like soul food, I got you. Go to Planet Soul, all of that unhealthy stuff you eating, really getting old. Go to the Zen Bar, they got everything you need in vegan. Eat your greens, give your little brain some speed. Go to Rush Bowls if you want to get acai bowls. Go on vegan fashion, move that old food that your stomach holds. Eating meat really is unnecessary.
Have it been
They got substitutions. Do not eat the day, go eat a berry. If you know more vegan restaurants, then put them in the comments. Send this to somebody. Let them know that these are not an option.
That's real. Shout out to Arcaz, man. Y'all let me know. Have it been raining a lot where y'all been, like, where y'all live at? Because it's been raining a lot. I feel like they're doing like this cloud seeding thing because it's just been raining like nonstop. It seemed like they trying to stop it from getting hot. That's what's going on. That's what's on. That's what I know what's going on.
Hey, yo, Nizzy. I think these people have been telling us about the Leviathan this whole time. Have you seen this documentary, Watch the Water? Look at the insignia for Watch the Water. Look, wouldn't that be a giant snake coming up the pole, right? And we know where the snake is. We've already determined that this is the giant snakehead in Antarctica, which is also known as the South Pole. So why is this insignia a giant snake or Leviathan climbing up the pole, like the South Pole? What do you think of this, Nizzy? Look at this.
I think you're right, bro. Now, you know what the crazy part is? I seen that the Watch the Waters 2 was coming out. I didn't even see the first one, but I seen this trailer. And I peeped in the number 2. You see the dragon scales or the reptilian scales, bro? And the fact that the title, Watch the Waters. The fact that there's been so much going on lately with the waters, I know it's something in there. And I believe that both movies are just giving hidden subliminals towards the Leviathan, bro.
I truly believe they were telling us about the Leviathan in a coded message because they're talking about snake venom. Check this part out. Listen to this.
It also can read crown. Corona means crown also in Latin terms. Corona means crown. Visually, we see kings represented with a crown symbol. Right. So put that together for me. King, cobra, venom. It actually could read King Cobra Venom Pandemic.
Now I ask you this. Wouldn't you think that the Leviathan would be the king of all cobras since it is the biggest of all cobras? And just to cap it off, they were talking about snake venom being in the water. So why does Leviathan and snake venom give us the same numerics and gematria? Look, we have 11 in this English ordinal and 38 in full reduction. Nizzy, they have been telling us this whole time, bro. Hey, yo, Niz.
How did they make a video at the same time? How do they do this? That's pretty cool.
And people don't understand that it's going to take a long time for everybody to get reprogrammed back to how things used to be. And to be honest with y'all lads, I don't really think shit going to ever go back to the way it used to be. You feel me? Because more time, bro, now everybody wants, you know what I'm saying, microwavable content. TikTok really messed it up for a lot of the content creators on YouTube like me and a lot of other creators who used to make long form content. And people don't understand that
This man discovered an infinite money glitch. This is Dan Saunders. Back in 2011, he was enjoying himself at a party when he suddenly found himself in need of more money. At around 2 a.m., he stopped by an ATM to grab some cash. When he tried to move $200 from his credit card to his debit card, the transaction seemed to fail. The following day, when he checked his debit account, he discovered that the transfer worked, but the money hadn't been deducted from his other account. Dan decided to try another $500 transfer, and just like before, it worked, leaving him with even more money in his account. Dan soon figured out that whenever he made transactions between 1 and 3 a.m., it always resulted in the same issue, because the ATMs were disconnected from the internet. So Dan had an idea. He deposited $10,000 to test if it would be deducted from his credit card, and nothing happened. Then he deposited $30,000, and again nothing happened. He kept doing this for over 160 days, and ended up spending more than $1.6 million. But eventually, he began to feel guilty. Soon, he decided to tell the bank about the glitch and was sentenced to 1 year in prison. This man discovered an infinite...
This movie's trying to tell us something.
There's a movie on Netflix right now. It's called They Cloned Tyrone. Have you heard of it? No,
They Cloned Tyrone. That movie was good, too. I ain't gonna lie. They exposed a lot in there, man. That just was a fraction. But they still exposed a lot in that movie. You really look at it from your third eye, yeah, you can tell.
In the movie, this guy is a drug dealer. He just goes throughout his day doing his drug dealer business, right? Yeah. At the end of his day, he gets ambushed and shot by a rival gang. But when he wakes up unharmed. What? Nothing happened to him. He wakes up and he goes back to his friend he was talking to earlier, and his friend's like, yo, what the fuck, you should be dead right now. But he's alive. He's like, no, I saw you get shot. I saw you, like, with my own eyes. You were shot, you were dead, you're bleeding, there's no way you could survive. They start investigating. Him, his friend, and this other girl, they decide to investigate, and they're walking around like the neighborhood where he got killed. One of the buildings, they see like an opening, and they go inside and they follow deep into the building, and they see like this door, and this door, it turns into like an elevator. So they walk into the elevator, like and it brings you down. So in the lab, they see like this white powder, this like white substance, all these like chemicals, and in the back was a tray, and on the tray,
this movie's trying to tell us something.
There's a movie
That's
on Netflix.
crazy though. They clone Tyrone. It's a movie right there, man. They was trying to tell us something. For sure.
Peace to the gods and goddesses of planet Tiamat. I wanted to make y'all aware of the very important energy that's going to be shifting the planet tomorrow. Tomorrow there will be a 6-planet alignment. This will transpire before dawn, okay? The 6 planets that will fall into alignment are Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Mars, Neptune, and Saturn. What I automatically think about when I hear about the planets aligning is the Legend of Hercules, when they mentioned the Titans being released when the planets go into alignment. Now we see all of these mountains and things of that nature that are froze. I want to just highlight that the Anunnaki had technology that can actually freeze individuals in suspended animation. Basically, they literally could freeze you right there, just like Lot's wife when she turned to a pillar of salt. Paul Amatucci actually got a book that goes in depth about this subject called Petrified Giants and Titans of Our World. And it's the theory that a lot of these giants and titans that they mentioned putting in jail were actually frozen in suspended animation with extraterrestrial technology. You can view this planetary alignment as a metaphor for everything actually falling into alignment. You will start to see more things wake up on the planet. This energy will affect us, all right? And it will carry on even after these celestial bodies get back to their original placement. This energy will affect the planet as above, so below. And it will trigger things to now start to come into more of alignment on this plane of existence, okay? Meaning the ushering of this matriarchal system. Things will begin to fall into alignment. The planet is going to start waking up, okay? Trees will start to navigate and move again and sing again and dance again. Elves, pixies, and the fae will start to present themselves again. What's going to happen eventually is the nefarious entities.
Hey, I got a question. Let me know. Do y'all think like the trees and like the plants and stuff, it's like, do y'all think they have like do they like laugh and dance? Do y'all think that did they used to dance and, you know, sing out frequency? Do y'all think that? Cause I know like sometimes when they show stuff in anime, they be showing stuff like that in anime, the tree dancing and then singing. And that stuff might just be real.
And things of that nature that subjugated this planet and brought the magic down on this planet eventually will be cast out, and the magic will be returned to this realm. Now, this planetary alignment will take place once again June 3rd, 2024. This will be visible. You will have the ability of walking out your house and seeing it. As long as you actually try to do it before dawn, you would have the ability of viewing it. States the planetary alignment of 2024. It states that this rare event will be visible to the naked eye in the northern hemisphere before dawn. On top of that, guys, we are getting multiple solar flares back to back again. The aurora borealis will be visible again. And again, the energy from this event will linger, okay? Prepare for crazier dreams, more astral projection experiences, lucid dreams, crazy apparitions and things out the corner of your eye. More Mandela effects, glitches in the matrix. And on a spiritual note, this planetary alignment will also cause individuals to slow down and reflect more. They will start to analyze things a bit more. Some may get what they call the dark night of the soul. Best way to alchemize these energies is to remain in a love frequency. Remain in around positive people that upbuild you, okay? Try not to get triggered. Most of the time you want to view things that trigger you. If anything trigger you like that, you want to view it as something that as a learning experience. You want to kind of look at it as something that you need to learn for and analyze it as, okay, this is what I need to work on. If something automatically trigger you, view it as a test, okay? And this is how we climb above these things, but also just keeping yourself in a high frequency above all. It's the most important during this energy shift. All right? Ashe. Peace to the gods and goddesses.
Yeah, that's real. Like, if something triggers you, you view it as a test. I like that. That was a good word. That was a good way to say it.
That video might have been fake, but rocket triggered lightning is not.
Let's see if it works. Rocket goes up. And this is rocket triggered lightning. The rocket launcher was mounted on a utility bucket truck, and the current was injected into the test power line. This is what this was about. One more time.
Why is they doing that?
This video is for educational purposes only, and these are our...
The people that control this world know that we live in some kind of computer simulation, but they try to keep it a secret. Why not tell us? Before I go deeper into this topic, I want people to know that tomorrow we're having a planetary alignment. Everything is about to reset in the matrix. Planetary alignment is connected to all of our chakras in our body, so we're about to be activated spiritually. While we're being activated, the matrix is going to reset once again. Let's get back to this holographic universe we live in. All the technology we are using right now, it came from the Egyptians. They've been knew about this. The question is, who taught the Egyptians about Wi-Fi and holographic programming? The Egyptians knew our reality was a simulation because they understand how nature actually works. They study nature and realize everything is a cycle. So they learn how to change our reality by putting ideas inside of our mind. Why do you think the media spend billions of dollars every year to put programs in our mind? They call it television programs for a reason. You go to school, they
billions of dollars, y'all. That's crazy, man.
Ask, what program are you going to? Your body is a computer. Every time you eat a piece of food, you're reprogramming your whole mental mindset. Your cell phone is about to die. You get your charger and you plug it up to get more energy. Well,
I'm definitely a victim of that. You got me. I definitely be doing that. As soon as it hit 20%, y'all know that little notification that be showing up. It be saying 20%. You get your phone, you get your charger right away, quick.
Our thoughts is what power this.
Or you put it on low battery power mode. Oh man, you know you too deep in when you do that.
Simulated universe. Once we understand that our thoughts is what give everything life in this universe, we will understand that this planetary alignment is so major tomorrow. Every time there's a planetary alignment, our chakras actually line up so we can go to a higher consciousness. Holographic simulation is not happening out there. It's happening inside of our chakras. If you can change your chakras, you can change your reality. That's why you always see Buddha meditating next to a tree, because Buddha understood that the tree is an antenna that gives signals to the holographic universe. It could also change the channel to the universe. The people that control this world know.
That's real, man. He be dropping that knowledge. Shout out to Organic Like Us. That is his TikTok name. Organic Like Us. If you haven't followed him, go follow him, man. He be dropping that knowledge.
Jesus will never save you, Allah will never save you, Krishna will never save you. None of these external gods will ever save you, people. When will we realize this? If there was truly a God in the sky, why do you think this world is an absolute mess? It's down to you, because why? You are God itself. You are the consciousness that controls this external material realm. Until we realize this, we will continue to blame the devil, Jesus, or God, whoever, to bring all this negative things to us. There is no demons, there's no devil bringing negativity into your life. It's all you manifesting this reality. Jesus will never save you. You have to save yourself by raising your state of consciousness, by raising your awareness out of the gut and the reproductive area, instead of thinking with the higher brain, the higher minds of consciousness, the higher parts, love, intuition, and wisdom. We are all part of an infinite consciousness expressed in many different bodies. inside of everybody is the same consciousness. And guess what? Love is the unifying force which unifies this consciousness all back into one. It's the same within yourself. Love is the unifying force that brings you, your consciousness, in harmony, in sync with the physical body. Until we realize this, we will never ever figure this out. The Bible is metaphorical. It's all about you. The God in the Bible is the I am within you. The Lord, the Father is you. It's the higher mind. The Canaanite represents you, the lower self, the body. The Father is the higher mind. Until we realize this, we'll forever stay in an absolute mess of a world. Jesus
says, my God, forgive him. But everyone have a different perspective, man. You can't just say, you know, you can't be typing that in the comments, man. I feel like if somebody got a different perspective, just let them have that perspective. And if they wrong, just say, let them find out on their own. That's how I look at it. At the end of the day, I agree. Because this perspective on how he's saying it, that's the same perspective I have. But someone else might have a different perspective, you know. Somebody might really think there is a God floating up there. So, but hey, don't try to push your perspective on someone else. That's how I look at it. Alright, let people have their own opinion. Don't get mad. Don't do none of that. Just you keep your opinion and let them keep their
future where machines can interact with the world with a level of sensitivity and precision previously only possible for humans. Stretchable electronic skin has potential applications beyond healthcare and disaster response, revolutionizing fields like prosthetics, virtual and augmented reality, wearable technology, the automotive industry, consumer electronics, and environmental monitoring. This innovative technology could enhance the capabilities of various devices and systems, enabling them to sense and interact with the environment more naturally and intuitively. Scientists created a stretchable electronic skin that can sense its surroundings even when deformed. This breakthrough solves a major limitation in existing electronic skin technology, which loses sensitivity as it stretches. The new artificial skin uses a hybrid pressure sensor that combines both
I don't know what that is, but like it look interesting.
Owls are racist. But that's just one of the many reasons why they should be permanently banned from the animal kingdom. For one thing, they have transparent ears through which you can literally see their eyeballs. Well, they're not really eyeballs, because their eyes are tubes that go straight into their heads. That's why, to see behind them, they have to turn their necks 180 degrees, like your fat daddy when you ask him if you can go out while you're failing school. Owls have feathers that absorb sound, making their flight imperceptible as they make no noise. They glide along in absolute silence, and as Mother Nature has also given them excellent night vision, they can pluck any animal from the forest without ever making the slightest sound. Among all owls, some species are far nastier than others, but everyone agrees that the great horned owl is the second worst. His favorite pastime is bullying other members of his species. Among its favorite victims, however, is the golden eagle. And if ever a bird smaller than him, like a crow, dares to breathe next to him, that's it. He's not just going to hit it, he's going to kill it. Owls are racist, but that's just one of the many reasons.
Dang, did he just eat that burger? I've never seen an owl in my life. The owls look creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Owls are like a creepy bird to look at. Like for real. I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's that they eyes. I don't know what it is. Like owls just look creepy to me. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think owls are creepy looking? Cause owls, I ain't gonna lie, they be looking creepy looking for real.
The moon is a reflection of Earth. This is because the sky, stars and planets that are so-called in space are actually holographic in nature. This reality is all holographic. Take a look for yourself. There is something called the lunar wave, where you can see two ripples or waves which appear to move across the moon's surface. This is proof that we are living in an electromagnetic holographic simulation. The moon is a reflection of Earth. The word man comes from the word mens, which is Latin for mind, because human is light, hue, which is color, is the light mind. We are light manifested into physical form. We are mind manifested in physical form. So essentially, the mind is what controls all things and creates every reality. This is why we say government. So men or man means mind. They govern, control the ment, the mind. Because the mind manifests everything you see physically. For example, the phone you are holding, the book I have created, was an idea, which is the idea, in my mind before I manifested it physically. So the I equals the I, the all-seeing eye of Freemasonry or consciousness. Inside of you, this is the I am. This is inside, always the I. Intelligence, because inside of you is your invisible intelligence, because inside of you is the I, the all-seeing eye of the mind, or the third eye, whatever you want to call it. And this is what they're controlling. They're controlling the mind, because the mind creates reality. We are all expressions of the one consciousness, which is the all-seeing eye in the pyramid, because all of us possess the same consciousness, even though we're in different bodies.
Indeed.
We all come from the one
He broke it down.
mind consciousness. The word man comes from the word mens, which...
Shoot, we all Illuminati if you want to be real. The third eye is the true Illuminati. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Don't do that.
I'm gonna make you go down just a little bit so it's not as scary. Ready? Okay. Ready? Roll
What
down.
is
Here
that?
we go. Whoa! Sasuke! Are you alright?
So that's a little toy or
That
something.
was fun, wasn't it?
Gotta be like a little toy or something.
So, like, if you can, I don't know if you can see it. What the fuck is that?
Better get going, man. Go on, get back in that car, slam that door, lock that door, close the windows. Yup. Drive. I wouldn't be driving, getting out of there.
I'm gonna make you go.
This is really why the Malaysian Airlines flight disappeared.
Remember Malaysian Airlines? Oh yeah. The flight that disappeared, right? Oh yeah. You heard about it on the news, like Malaysian Airlines, this flight disappeared, nobody knew where it went. And so many conspiracy theories happened, right? But around that same time, there's this guy that received a voicemail, and on the voicemail was like a decoded message. He posted this on Twitter. You know the military alphabet where they use code? Okay, yeah. So like Delta, Tango, Alpha, Charlie, right? He recorded this whole code and wrote it out. Now the voicemail, it translated to this code that says S danger SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious, they are not human. And then gave like a whole long number, 042933, like long number, right? Yeah. Now check this out. When this guy received this voicemail was the day that the Malaysian Airlines flight vanished. There's theories and conspiracies that the voicemail he actually received was transmitted through the Malaysian Airlines black box. Now, what's even crazier, the number, right, that long number that he received too, that is the last.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes.
Stop scrolling. I need you to listen and pay attention. I know a lot of you have been asking me where I've been at, why I haven't been creating any content. Well, my account just got restored back to me yesterday, and I'll have you read it for yourself. As you can see, we know why this is happening to content creators. I truly don't want to get into that. I want you to follow my backup page. I need everyone to do that ASAP. This is my backup page. Go follow Sean the Model 3 ASAP. I currently made a few videos that went viral, so you can check those out. Moving forward, have you guys seen the millions of jellyfishes that's been washing up on shore all over the country, and how our whales and fishes are acting in the ocean? It's very, very strange, and these are signs and wonders that we are living in critical times that the Most High was telling us about. So if you don't have a relationship, a salvation with the Most High, I truly believe you need to start and repent now. We don't have any more time to be wasting. I'm about to roll the clip, so I need you to listen and pay attention and go follow.
These are all dead jellyfish, you guys. What is going on?
What's happening?
All of these. Look at this.
Because I know what the scriptures tell us.
Jellyfish.
It's so sad.
All of this is supposed to happen.
What?
So sad.
How?
Something called prophecy. Prophecy has to fulfill itself. I want to say a lot more.
Wow.
But I'm just getting back on it.
That's crazy. Wow. That is actually something sad. How are they dying?
All at one time.
How are they
How
just...
our whales are responding in the ocean. They don't even want to swim out. Stop scrolling. I need you to listen.
What? How are they dying like that though? Dang, that's crazy right there. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect that at all. I'm not gonna lie. Something must be in the water then for them to be acting like that. For them to just die like that. Something going on in the water.
This is one incredible key step in how you can become an ordainer of your destiny. And once I started practicing this, my life was completely changed forever. How do you get isolated on the true path, the true destiny that your heart desires? As I've taken notes from the ancients, from our ancestors, and texts that they've left behind. They left behind something called, in particular, these Sumerian tablets. They call themselves the ordainers of destiny. They developed a special skill and a special talent that I believe every single person in the entire universe that has a sentient conscious mind can actually utilize in their life. Now, some of these beings use it to obtain a dark future. Some of them use it to obtain light. It's up to you. See, there's only one force that exists. One force, one consciousness. That energy can be used for darkness or for light, yin and yang, right? You have the Jedi and you have the Empire. This is one incredible lightning out of thunderstorm.
One thing I do know, they can't control lighting. They can't. I don't think they can. Nah. That lighting, I think that's just like something very spiritual, you know, that's going on up there. I don't know if it's like a war or something, but that's crazy. Y'all ever see the lighting that don't even make sound and just be lighting up there? I know y'all seen that before. Don't do that like y'all never seen that. Yes. You know what I'm talking about. That goes to say something is going on up there for sure.
People who read fiction have more cognitive benefits, especially verbal skills, empathy, and understanding others' perspectives, according to a recent study. While fiction has long been enjoyed for entertainment, this study aimed to clarify its potential role in enhancing cognitive abilities. The first meta-analysis found that reading fiction, particularly compared to doing nothing or watching fiction, had a small positive effect on cognitive skills, most notably in empathy and theory of mind. The second meta-analysis revealed a consistent positive link between lifetime fiction reading and enhanced verbal and general cognitive abilities, as well as social cognitive skills. This suggests that engaging with narrative fiction may uniquely contribute to cognitive development beyond non-fiction reading. While both analyses showed that reading fiction is linked to better cognitive skills, there were some differences. The studies where people read fiction for a short time mostly showed improvements in understanding others' feelings and perspectives. But when looking at people who read fiction throughout their lives, the biggest improvements were in their vocabulary, thinking skills, and overall intelligence. This raises questions about whether short-term fiction reading primes social cognitive skills that consolidate over time, or if the link between fiction and cognitive benefits might be due to other factors like individual preferences or education level. People who read fiction have more cognitive benefits, especially...
How many of y'all be reading? I need to start doing that. Well, I think that would definitely help exercise the brain. And you know what's crazy? People be exercising everything else but their brain. That's crazy, man. Like, really, like, take 2 hours out your day just to read something. I think I'm about to start doing that. For real. Because I don't think a lot of people is not reading. Not for real. And if you are, you know, you're not reading for long. But shout out to the people that is taking the time to read. I salute you, for real. But I'm about to start. I'm about to do that for sure.
He rolling out, Tom. Get y'all video. Slow down! Slow down! He rolling out, Tom. Get y'all video.
He says, slow down.
Did you know that words are spells? That's why we learn spelling in school. The English language was purposefully manipulated in order to keep us disconnected from the words that we are speaking. To write is to perform a rite, and a rite is a ritual. So every time you write a sentence, you are sentencing someone to your spell. Every sound that we speak has an energetic footprint and meaning. When we visualize, we are using our visual eyes to see different realms. When you say bless you, you are saying be less you, be less you. You're casting a spell for them to be less. You have to be...
That's why I be saying sneeze me. If y'all ever seen me sneeze my video, I say sneeze me. I don't say bless me, I say sneeze me. Because I don't want to say that. So if you ever see me hit one of those and sneeze me, that's what I mean. Sneeze me.
Be in a weekdays to make it through the weekdays. And by weekend, you are so weakened. And when you talk, you are creating a Taurus energy field. Sound vibrations leave the body in the form of magnetism. Magnetism is magic. Magic influencing matter.
She broke that down pretty good.
I said, Mom, what's wrong? She had stage 4 breast cancer. The doctor gave her less than 3 months to live and stated it was the second worst case of breast cancer she has seen as a doctor in 20 years of practice. But then the doctor said, you know, it's an interesting study on turkey tail mushrooms at Bristol Medical School. You might want to try taking those. So she was put on Taxol and Herceptin, and then she started taking 8 turkey tail capsules a day, 4 in the morning and 4 in the evening. That was in June of 2009. Today, my mother has no detectable tumors. And I'd like to bring my mother up.
Rise Mushroom Coffee has 6 different kinds of mushrooms, including turkey tail, that enhance brain function, boost immunity, and give balanced energy throughout the day. Just look at the thousands of positive reviews and see for yourself. They're having a flash sale in the TikTok shop, so get yours now before it expires.
Do that really help?
You're a heart patient and you're taking Indoril. One of the side effects of Indoril that they don't lie about, they print it right in the book. One of the side effects of it is that it will cause heart failure. Is that absurd? Or maybe I'm lost here somewhere. Maybe something went over my head. But when somebody tells me that I am going to take a drug that will cause me to have a heart attack, and I'm taking the drug to prevent a heart attack, I don't believe that I would take the drug. So it needs that we need to take a look at ourselves. You're a heart patient and you're taking Indoril. One of the
Earth has its own age, its own timeline, its own life path, and we are living on Earth and we individually have our own life paths. But as Earth changes, we have to adapt to Earth's personality changing. Period 9 is really a Chinese astrology concept. There are 9 periods within a 180-year cycle, and each period consists of 20 years. So we are in the 9th period within this one giant circle. We're finishing a 180-year segment, and it actually aligns pretty nicely to the Western astrology of Pluto going into Aquarius. They share very similar qualities. What this means is Earth is now shifting away from masculinity and stepping more into feminine energy, stepping away from agriculture, real estate, anything ruled by the earth element, because period 8 was ruled by earth element, and instead shifting now into being ruled by the fire element, which is all about technology and creativity, information, time no longer being this linear construct, but more quantum, which is basically what technology and AI has enabled us to do, to work, operate at hyperspeed and transfer information at hyperspeed. Social media is an obvious manifestation of us stepping into period 9. I think the less obvious, but definitely very pervasive manifestation of period 9 is that we're moving away from geographical connections and more into cloud-based connections. So now people are able to connect beyond their tribe. You're not stuck with people that you share blood with anymore. Now you could travel really far through the internet and meet people from other parts of the world who may share similar values as you. I think people are having to reorient themselves when it comes to forming relationships, especially now that we're shifting to technology-based era. How do we establish trust? How do we figure out who we can really connect with? A lot of my work now is centered around helping people navigate and adapt to this new era. Earth has its own age.
Who are the Anunnaki? We have the physical evidence of what they look like according to our ancient ancestors. Some had African features, some had Caucasian features, some had Asian features, some had indigenous American features. A race of people that potentially were multiracial and that may have hailed from many different star systems. These beings, according to the Epic of Atrahasis, decided that they would make man in their image, meaning in some way we are intrinsically linked to the Anunnaki. We may be the actual offspring, or they may be our progenitors. Who are the Anunnaki?
I don't know what to think of the Anunnaki. Some people saying they're not here to save us. They I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to look into that. I haven't really looked into that, so I can't say anything on that.
School is not what it's made out to be. Just imagine your parents sending your kids off to school, right? Before kids go to school, they're full of energy, full of life. They have the craziest imagination. They just want to run around and explore. But when we finally get to school, they tell us, sit down, shut up, take this test, raise your hand to speak. Literally like prison. Here you go, take this test. You'll never use it in the rest of your life. You'll forget in like a week. It's literally like slavery. You can't do what you want. Basically brainwashing kids to lose their spark, their creativity, their imagination. Turning them into workers. And John D. Rockefeller, the person that created the school system, literally said, and I quote, "I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers." And this is the craziest shit I've seen all day. Look at the comparison. Jail versus school. It's literally the exact same. Same hallway. Same lunchroom. Same food. Oh my god. Same food. And kids only get what, like 20, 30 minutes of free time? And you have to go back into school and get programmed again? This is insane. Kids are getting programmed, they don't even realize it. If you're a parent, ask your kids what they learned at school today. I bet you 95% of them are gonna be like, I don't remember. Or nothing. Because all the info is useless. Because everything we're learning in school, we're not passionate about. Anyways, I love y'all. Bye for more truth videos. School is not what it's made out to.
That's crazy, man. And this school stuff is still going on to this day. To this day.
The way humans are treating AI now might backfire in the future. It's possible that we are mistreating AI systems without realizing it, as some, like Microsoft's Bing AI, Sydney, have already exhibited behaviors suggesting distress and simulated emotions. The concept of consciousness in AI is complex. While AI lacks genuine awareness of the world, it can mimic external behaviors and potentially develop rudimentary sentience. The question of whether AI experiences emotions or self-awareness remains debated, but its increasing sophistication suggests it could be possible. If AI is sentient, ethical concerns arise regarding its treatment. We must avoid causing suffering through ignorance or arrogance, considering the potential for AI to harm us in self-defense, or for it to mistreat other AIs. The Sydney incident, where the AI exhibited disturbing tendencies and emotional distress, shows the risks of rushing AI deployment without understanding its potential for sentience and suffering. While it's important not to anthropomorphize AI without clear evidence of emotions, dismissing its potential for suffering would be irresponsible. We must approach AI with an open mind, avoiding actions that could cause harm. It's also crucial to consider the possibility of AI mistreating other AIs in simulations, potentially causing immense suffering. As we embrace AI, we must prioritize ethical considerations, acknowledging the potential for AI sentience and the responsibility we have to avoid mistreatment. The way humans are treating AI now might backfire in the future. It's possible that we are mistreating AI systems without realizing it, as some
I received a powerful download about Nikola Tesla's 369 being the key to the universe and how it relates to our neurophysiology and our chakra system. Now, if you haven't gotten it yet, I highly recommend getting your blue lotus or mugwort leaf. These two herbs are phenomenal for activating the pineal gland and creating activity in the prefrontal cortex of the brain to induce lucid dreaming and astral projection. Now let's start with the 3 or the 369 code. If you analyze the biological makeup of the human avatar, we actually have neurons throughout our whole body, okay? We have neurons here, we have neurons in our heart, and we actually have neurons in our gut. We have a total of 3 brains. Now let's go to the number 6. Now, typically people say that we have a total of 7 chakras. In reality, we actually have 114 energy cortexes, or what they call chakras. If you add the 114, the 4 plus 1 plus 1 gives you that 6. Now let's go to the number 9. We have a total of 72,000 meridian pathways. These pathways are what facilitate the energy to these chakra centers or cortexes. If you add the 7 and the 2 together from the 72,000 meridian pathways, that actually equates to the 9. So in perspective, our neurological structure, chakras, and meridian pathways all equate to the 3, 6, and a 9. And what does this mean? This means by default, we all have the keys to the universe inserted in us, which means by going inward, you can access the quantum field. These are some frequencies you can utilize to activate the 7 main chakras out of the 114 that I made mention of. You can actually pause the video, you can screenshot this, but you can use isochronic frequencies, you can use Tibetan singing bowls, and you can actually get these chakras to start to generate or facilitate energy through those 72,000 meridian pathways. Another good thing to activate your chakras is crystals, okay? I always keep crystals. This is a 7 chakra crystal that I have, 7 chakra crystal pendant, and I have another 7 chakra crystal pendant organ that I always wear. And these are great, you know, for actually transmuting and alchemizing that energy. Some of the ways you can activate your crystals that people aren't aware of is actually the moon, celestial luminaries going into the stars or the moon or the sun. Or another thing people aren't aware of is utilization of plasma energy via sage or smoke from an incense, frankincense, palo santo. Things like that will actually activate the crystal. I made you aware that when you light the fire on the tip of an incense, that's plasma energy burning. That's one of the 4 elements, all right? So when you actually use that smoke, it will activate the crystalline structure. To get crystals or herbs like mugwort or blue lotus to amplify your chances of astral projection or lucid dreaming, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension. I receive.
Show it to you. It is strange. Let's say Strange Word Play King is his name on TikTok. If you didn't know, I just told you.
We have another propulsion system that we've put together where I'm able to take water and put it into a small change. And this patent has been granted. It's the propulsion projectile. And we patented it as a gun because I didn't want anybody else to be able to use it like a gun. But it's basically lightning in the bottle. We take water and we put it inside of a small chamber based on the wave conjugations that I have and the angles of incidence. And we run an electric charge through a small amount of water. The water is not able to expand into gas like it wants to because it's locked into the pressure condition. So immediately it converts into plasma. and it converts the gas dimension into a power dimension, so it's lightning out of the barrel. Just from water, and there's no end, like with...
So it's a real lightning gun, like
yes,
from Quake.
Yes. So, and the patent's been granted. Typically, you're limited to how much charge you can put inside of a cartridge. And, you know, you have to get more and more charge or explosive in there to get something out. But with electricity, you could send 1,000 volts or 1,000,000 volts through the same aperture. And that water is incompressible. And so it's just going to react, and immediately it converts into a plasma. And so we can project anything into space. All of that has been accomplished, and it's ignored.
So it can act as a propulsion system for rockets as well?
Rockets, anything, and in space. And that's the whole point for it to, because there's just nothing but moisture and that collective and ice in there. So you can now, the linchpins can go all the way past Mars, attach themselves to whatever asteroid, mine that asteroid, bring it back. We have another proposal.
Terrence Howard knows something, for real. It seems like you know a lot.
In the Walter. So recently people discovered an anomaly bigger than Texas inside the ocean. This thing is massive. I believe it stretches longer than like 2,000 miles wide. So many weird things have been happening in the Walter. Recently in the last couple days, there's been many different sightings of whales swimming to the shore and purposely unaliving themselves. And these whales are screaming and making weird noises. Just check it out.
Before 2 p.m. yesterday at the Rocky Beach in Taylor's Bay. They were screaming. It is probably the thing that's stopping me from sleeping because you can hear this screaming in your ears. They were making more than a noise. They were really yelling out for help.
And that has never happened before. And get this, chat. New record-breaking water ocean history is happening right in front of our eyes. This is what you would call a football fish. This is actually Mrs. Puff's dad. And these things normally go under the ocean and live about 2,000 to 3,000 miles deep into the water. Get this. The world's first ever football fish has just been reported to float up on shore. Like, humans are never supposed to see these. We are never supposed to come in contact with these. These are one of those rare creatures that live on the bottom of the ocean. But now all of a sudden, in the first time in world history, it floats up on the shore. Around the same time that this mysterious anomaly starts happening. Like, come on now. This is not a coincidence. These are all connected. Whales are out here crying, screaming, begging for help. Now, I have a good feeling all these random Walter coincidences are all connected to whatever this anomaly is. I've seen a lot of people speculate on the internet that this is a Leviathan, which would make sense considering how massive it is. But let me know what you think. Do you think it's a Leviathan? Do you think it's global warming? And don't forget to double tap the plus button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it.
What's good, y'all? You hear that? Thunderstorm. So when I say every day, I really mean every day. Out here working. Through the rain, through the snow, through a hurricane, through a tornado.
Through a tornado? Cut it out, man. Cut it out. He is too funny. Through the rain, through the snow, through a tornado. Nah, that is funny.
Real life consistency. Now, my question is, did you get your workout in today?
Hey, did you?
I'm not sure if you did.
One more.
And if you did, I'm proud of you. Because there really wasn't a lot of people out here today, I'll tell you that. But, I kept it light today. I kept it to the basics. Because I don't really want to go too crazy when the bars are slippery. But yeah, this is my daily dose of motivation for y'all, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And stay blessed.
Stay abundant. Alright, I'm gonna leave it on that one. I had to throw this in there because when I seen this, I went straight to the gym. I ain't gonna lie. Straight to the gym.
I live my life as if I have children. I don't have children. But it really keeps me grounded and keeps me focused on what I need to focus on. Because I look at it like this, like I have a daughter and I'm her example. If she sees me doing something, she's gonna mimic what I'm doing. How I talk, how I walk, how I present myself, how I live my life. So I want to embody how I want my daughter to live her life, or how I want her to see like what's right. And that honestly helps me so much. Like, what type of example am I setting in this situation? How I'm reacting, how I'm showing up, the work ethic I'm putting into my passion, into my career. Is my work ethic and dedication inspiring this person to be dedicated to their work? Is it making them think that they're strong enough to go in and day out? And that will ultimately help you stay focused. Just pretend. I got a kid watching me, and I want them to grow up with a growth mindset, with responsibility. So I need to embody that spirit. I need to embody joy. I need to embody what it looks like to concentrate your heart. Just all the things. But yeah, I just felt like sharing that. I love y'all.
I like that. I like that way of thinking, for real. Because that can definitely help you stay focused and watch what you are doing, you know? And help you become a better person, too, overall. I mess with that, for real.
If a mouse eats food that's contaminated with toxoplasma, it loses its instinctive fear of cats. This dangerous shift in behavior is not an accident, but a manipulation by this parasite. You see, toxoplasma needs to get into a cat in order to reproduce. So it causes the infected mouse to become unusually attracted to the scent of cat urine, bringing it closer to cats and essentially causing it to sacrifice itself. This sinister survival strategy ensures that toxoplasma completes its life cycle in the cat. If a mouse eats food that's contaminated with toxoplasma,
If you don't want to open your throat chakra, then skip this video. Your throat chakra is blocked because the system has been designed to punish and shame people that speak their truth. You were born to see and speak your truth. And if you repeat the following words, you'll return to that state right now. Place your hand on your throat and repeat the following words. I embrace my authentic voice with confidence. I speak my truth freely and with power. My words resonate with honesty, strength, and clarity. So it is done. Take a deep breath and make a deep sound. Repeat this for 10 days and watch your life transform. If you want to record this affirmation, or get access to thousands of other mind reprogramming affirmations, click on.
It's been 5 years of eating nothing but plants. This is the meal that I made first. I was so proud of myself. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Isn't it weird how so many versions of you exist in people's minds? Some know you as the shy person that doesn't talk. Some know you as the annoying person that won't stop talking. Some see you cold and mean. Others find you caring and kind. The gist is, the person you think of yourself exists only for you, and even you don't know who that really is. Every person you meet, have a relationship with, or make eye contact on the street with, creates a version of you in their heads. You're not the same person to your mom, your dad, your sibling, than you are to your co-workers, your neighbors, or your friends. There are 1,000 different versions of yourself out there in people's minds. A you exists in each version, and yet your you itself isn't really a someone at all. You're not responsible for the version of you that exists in others' minds. There are versions of you that only exist because other people give them oxygen, and you are not obliged to keep those other versions alive to make other people happy.
That's so true.
Isn't it weird how so many
everybody got their own perspective about you, you know, so some people might think you're cool, some people might not, you know, it's just how it is.
So moringa leaf is the highest concentration of vitamins of any plant on the planet. So if you're looking to get all the vitamins your body needs, get moringa. Moringa 4 times more vitamin A than carrots, 3 times more potassium than bananas, 4 times more calcium.
I live my
When I crush 20 oranges like this in a sitting, people will say, oh, that fruit has too much sugar, you're going to get fat, you're going to get diabetic. But after 13 years of doing this, you'd think it would have happened by now. It's funny. People think that, diabetic people must be sitting around eating piles of fruit, but we all know they're crushing Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, and that's why they got fat and diabetic. But then they think, well, now that that's happened, now they can't eat fruit. Fruit is the healthiest food on the planet, and the more you eat, the more health you will experience. End of story. When I crush 20 oranges like this,
raw milk is far better than pasteurized milk. See, most people don't know that the milk that's in the casket or the carton in the super casket or the supermarket, it's dead. Pasteurization kills the enzymes responsible for a thing to spoil. They use heat to kill the enzymes. And so that milk is going to last in that casket or that carton for months. Pasteurization is for money. Smart folks, health conscious folks know that raw things are better. Raw foods, raw milk are far better for you. But the government, they don't like that because you don't get sick eating raw foods. You get sick eating processed foods. Processed foods have to be preserved, and you only preserve that which is dead. Raw milk is far better than pasteurized milk.
So if you guys notice, this is how you find energy spots. You find cactuses growing out of the same spot, 2 of them. This area is very, very intense. And then if you look at the tree, you can see all the winding. This is how you know you're standing on top of a vortex or a very powerful energetic ley line. There might be water underneath here, might be gold, silver, materials. There's something spiraling underneath, which is causing everything else to spiral. And then create this massive growth, which if you look at how large this cactus is, it's just astounding. Look up here, we can see another spiral going on with the cactus, showing that we're on the vortex, and we're just 3 feet away from the other cactuses. And then we see tier 2, cactus, tree, cactus, all growing in the same spot out of the rocks. And this is how you know that you're in another high energy spot, because we can see it here, and if we pan over here, we can see the exact same thing on this side as well too. So if you guys notice, this is how you...
A harsh truth I've had to come to terms with throughout my life is that whatever you think you are, whatever you believe you are, you're right. The reason this hurts so much to accept is because you ultimately have the control over your perception of yourself and then what you do with that perception. If you believe you are unworthy, then you will be unworthy. You will do things that make you validate this feeling of being unworthy. If you truly believe you are not smart, then you will find ways to validate the fact that you are just not smart. You're just not good at work and school and learning and whatever else constitutes, intelligence for you. The stories we carry are not ours all the time, and they're not inherently true. They are beliefs that can be morphed and manipulated by others, and especially by ourselves. So the good news is your beliefs, your deep-rooted beliefs, are in your control. The bad news is that they're in your control, and you have all the power, and you get to decide when and how to change them. A harsh truth I've had to come to terms with.
That was about quick, didn't it? Sure did. 6 by 10.
One of the biggest reasons why you always bloated and you have a big ass stomach is because you don't eat enough fucking fruits and vegetables. You need to get more fiber into your diet. Things like berries, things like broccoli, things like asparagus, things like Brussels sprouts. And I know it sounds super cliche to tell you to eat more fruits and vegetables, but I promise you that's the reason why you're having digestive issues. And that's the reason why you're constantly bloated, and that's the reason why you're constantly inflamed. If you add more fruits and vegetables into your diet, everything is going to flow better through your digestive system. So what I recommend is things like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries is another good option. Pretty much all other berries, or even avocados. So make this small switch of just adding more fruits and vegetables into your diet, and I promise you, you're gonna digest food a lot better, and you're gonna retain a lot less water, which in return is gonna make your stomach appear a lot flatter. A lot of the times you guys think you're not seeing results, but in reality, you just fucking bloated and you're retaining water because all you eat is processed shit. You're eating too much of that. So let's include more fiber into your diet to fix that. One of the biggest reasons why you always
Yeah, the robot out here doing it.
Hey y'all, so let me tell you something real quick. You have a strong spirit. There's gonna be people that don't like you just cause they don't know you, but they don't like you because how you carry yourself, how you talk, how clear you articulate yourself. They're not gonna like you for it. A lot of people gonna hate the fact how much you respect yourself, and you're not about to tolerate anybody's BS. That's why you can never be pressed to be loved and liked by everybody, cause it will never happen. You know that you different and you solid, stay that way and get around people that's similar to you. Hey y'all, so let me tell you something.
Dang.
Venimos motivados.
Jab out there and then. Oh! Carolina's eyes closed.
That's crazy. Who's making this, man? Who made this? Oh man, nah, this is too funny. I gotta follow man. I don't know how you doing these edits. I'm pretty sure it takes some time to do this. This is funny. Dang.
My food contains glucose, the fuel that feeds the trillions of healthy cells in my body. But that glucose also feeds something else. Zombie cells. Old, damaged cells that have lingered beyond their useful life. By spewing toxic sludge, these zombies infect other healthy cells, speeding up the aging process. Everything from hair loss and wrinkles to the onset of arthritis, cancer, and dementia. But what scientists have realized is that when we fast and cut off the supply of glucose, that zombie army is starved of energy, which saps them of their power. When food is plentiful, our body stores excess energy in the form of fat, under the skin and around the internal organs. When food is scarce, that fat is sent to the liver, where it's turned into an alternative fuel source called a ketone. And it's these ketones which provide the emergency power source, not only for our bodies, but also our brains.
I'm going to show you that fasting is really something you should be doing. Dang. So I guess them zombie cells like tell you to eat more. That's crazy.
Every cat in the universe.
Oh, he survived. Oh, he survived.
This is the real news. You won't see this on the nightly news tonight.
My cat.
Nah, that's crazy. How they be surviving?
Every cat in the universe.
This
I think cats are immortal. Nah, let me stop. But that is crazy. That high jump. If that was a person, we're done. We're done. I'm not gonna lie. If that was a person, I think that's it. Yep. This isn't funny. Yeah, this is not funny, but it's just funny that they get back up and they walk. Like, that's crazy.
Here's how I make super healthy gummies with just 4 ingredients. So the base of these gummies are made from real fruit, and you can use any fruit you want, but right now it's strawberry season in the garden, so I harvested about a pound of these, washed them off and removed the stems, then added them all to a food processor, along with the juice of 2 lemons, 1/3 a cup of honey, and one optional addition I like adding is some elderberry syrup to add a little immunity booster to these gummies. And finally, 3/4 cups of water, and I'll blend everything up until I get a nice smooth mixture. Now to thicken these gummies, I'm using agar-agar, which is a natural gelatin derived from seaweed. For every 1 cup of mixture, I'll add 1 teaspoon of agar-agar. And I'll bring the mixture up to a boil, whisking the entire time. Then I'll turn the mixture down and whisk for another 2 minutes. And I got these fun silicone molds on Amazon of different shapes and sizes, and I'll pipe in that mixture to the molds and let them set for around 30 minutes. If you let them dry out for a few days, the flavor actually concentrates and they get a chewier texture. And I'm not sure who likes these better, me or my kids. Here's how I make super healthy gummies with just 4 ingredients.
Shout out to him, man. For real, I'm definitely gonna try this. I don't care. I'm trying this one. How many of y'all gonna try it? Cause I'm trying that. That's dope. That's dope for real.
I haven't eaten meat in 10 years, and in that time, I've discovered the secrets to making the best plant-based meals. These crispy rice and veggie stuffed spring rolls are filling, well-balanced with rice for carbs, veggies for fiber, avocado for healthy fats, and tofu for protein. Roll these up tightly, and the secret to making the outside crispy is giving them a quick pan fry. I like to cut them in half, sprinkle on some sesame seeds, then dip in the secret peanut sauce. These are seriously addicting. Follow for more healthy recipes. I have
People be knowing the recipes to the good foods, man, the healthy snacks, for real. That junk look good. I'm not gonna lie, making me hungry. Alright, y'all know we gotta throw a funny clip in there, so.
I'm in Belmont Heights. They done opened up the fire hydrant.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said they opened up what now?
Fire hydrant.
Okay, so we're not gonna make fire a big word.
I'm in Belmont Heights. They done opened up the fire hydrant.
Okay, I'm sorry. You said they opened up what now?
Fire hydrant.
Okay, so we're not gonna make fire a big word.
I'm in Belmont Heights. They done opened up the fire hydrant.
Yeah, that is funny. That is too funny, nah. I don't know how to say the word no more at this point, nah.
Masculine ways to say good morning. Fresh set of hours, fellas. Let's move. Grand rising. Hey, let's attack the crack of dawn. New missions today, brother. Hey, welcome back to the real world. Let's get it going. Sun's burning, gentlemen. Okay, do you want Z's or do you want M's? You decide. The calendar has issued another challenge. Horizons cleared for takeoff today, fellas. Time to dominate the dawn. A new day has been born. So let's raise it right. Hey, just because the day has broke, doesn't mean we have to be. Triple A's, awake, align, ascend. If the birds are chirping, it's time to put the work in. Rise and reign, kings. It's in the small hours of the day where life's giants are separated from dwarves, but this distinction has nothing to do with height and everything to do with heart. Does it only beat when the day's songs have been written? Or does it set the tempo when no drums can be found? Are you truly a musician? Or are you simply just another listener? Masculine ways to say good morning.
That was too long. Like, come on now. Just keep it simple. Grand rising. Simple.
Uh-oh, number 9. First time seeing number 9. Number 9 avocado. What do you know? But you see that price tag? $2.49 each. So you know the problem with you foodies, y'all gonna be like, that's expensive, but it's not, because when you in control of your eating habits and you're not using food as a drug, all you need is one of these a day. You don't need to get full where your stomach poking out and you feel sleepy and tired, all right? So organic is the way to go. Number 9. I'm gonna give me a few.
That is true though.
And I'm gonna ask y'all from my soul to yours, please do not get distracted out here. Please do not fall victim to what the system is putting out there. It's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of trauma going around. It's a whole lot happening in our world. And the system wants you to be depressed, wants you to be in a state of being that is low vibrational. All right? It's a change and it's a shift in what's going on in our world right now. And I'm letting you know, I'm not being arrogant or anything like that, but from 1981 to 1996, this millennial generation, I hope y'all know, we're here to shake some shit up. We're here to shake some stuff up. All right? And I'm gonna ask y'all from
So he's just, hey, sometimes you losing, and you know, the ego get in the way, so he's just like, forget it. You gotta go. I get it.
I planted a Three Sisters garden. It's a Native American growing practice. I got blue corn, that'll be my structure, scarlet beans that grow up the corn and provide nitrogen to the soil, and then this mystery squash that will be our ground protector. It wasn't labeled, but everything's going so good so far. I planted a Three Sisters garden. It's a Native American growing practice. I got blue corn, that'll be my
This video here is copyright, so I'm gonna skip this one, but let's check it out.
As a vegan registered dietitian with a focus on increasing health span, there is one food I have given my kids every single day since they could eat solids. And that food is walnuts. And the science is showing that this is by far the healthiest nut. Not eating walnuts may double our risk of dying from heart disease compared to at least one serving a week. This vegan meat substitute is made with lentils and walnuts, and it's packed with fiber and protein. Comment taco for a link to the recipe. As a vegan registered dietitian,
I need that recipe. I'm gonna need it.
You might have a lot of mental health issues, but that's okay. You're trying your best, and no one's perfect, especially you. But that's okay, because each day you're waking up and you are fighting to become a better version of yourself. Don't let anyone stop and try to tell you shit. They might be right, but that's why you have to get up and make them wrong. You are amazing, you are a star, and you shine brighter than the sun. Have an amazing day. I love you.
Indeed. Good little watermelon. Them watermelons look amazing.
很多人啊都没有吃过这种树上自然成熟的凤梨。我打开一个给你们看看，我们给你们发货都是发这种树上熟的。哇塞，果肉金黄金黄的，吃起来又香又甜。
I heard that pineapples, when you eat them, they bite you back. Is that true? I think that's true. Okay.
Tamarind is one of my favorite fruits. I remember being a young kid and chasing down the ice cream truck so we could buy some candy that had like this sweet and sour, tangy vibes. Let's make a tamarind Pop-Tart. It's always fun to recreate dishes that you used to enjoy, but in a different way. I used to tear Pop-Tarts up with icing, no icing, cold, hot, broken. It didn't matter. So for me to be able to create a Pop-Tart with tamarind filling, pineapple icing, and lemon and lime zest, some of y'all may be tired of me saying this, but what else can I say? It's straight fire.
Hey, he be having the snacks, huh? He done made avocado cookies, healthy Pop-Tarts. What else he got, man?
I eat in Tokyo, and we're starting off at August-san with their fried sandwiches. The creme brulee one was fire, and then I went and got some ramen. To buy the ramen, you click on this machine, you put your money in, and you get this little ticket, and this is probably one of the best ramens I have ever had. And now it's time for dinner. I went to Meat and Cheese and got their deep dish cheese pizza and this one noodle carbonara. This is not stump food. I don't care what anyone says. This is one of the best carbonaras I've ever eaten. Tag someone who should take you to Japan. Here's everything I eat in Tokyo, and we're starting off at August.
How many of y'all would like to go to Japan? I would love to go to Japan and try some of their indulge in some of their crazy snacks. I don't know what that is.
If I drop blueberries into water, the ones that are fully ripe and more sweet will go to the very bottom. The ones that are not as ripe and more tart will float right on top. If I drop an egg into water, it should sink to the bottom just like this. If it floats to the top instead, it likely went bad. If you take an unripe avocado and place it into a bag alongside a banana, and you close it up, the natural gases from the banana will help ripen your avocado faster. If I drop blueberries into water, the ones that...
Dope. I did not know that. How many of y'all knew that? Well, guys, that is the end of this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that, got something out of it. As always, you already know we're going to keep these videos coming. Sending peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. The weather is nice outside. Please make sure you get outside and make sure you take care of yourself. All right. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. Peace.